Okay, now we move to playing melody. We are going to improvise and play a solo over the backing track. But the basics are the same as with the rhythm playing. So we have the C major chord or arpeggio, and A minor chord or arpeggio. And those are the key to being able to play nice melodies, because you probably have noticed that when you play over a certain song or certain chords and you only know the scale, the playing doesn't sound so strong. The melody isn't so strong. You just keep on going up and down, and maybe you hear with your ear that some notes sound more better on certain chord than others, but there's a lot of guessing and going by your ear. But these arpeggios we have learned will change that. You don't have to be guessing anymore, because when you are playing over C major chord, you know that the the notes from the C major arpeggio, these are very strong notes. They will sound very good and solid over the chord when you are playing melody. And the the notes that are not in the chord or arpeggio but are in the scale, those create tension. So you want to be aware of this. Both are good. It's good to create some tension. For example, you might go from C to B. It creates tension if you have the C chord under. And then when you come back, you release the tension and it feels good to come back to C. And it's more interesting than to be in the C all the time. This is a little bit boring if you do that all the time, but when you do, it's much more interesting, because there's tension going away from the chord tone, and then when you come back, ooh, it feels good. It feels like the tension is released and it feels safe and home again. Okay, so creating tension and then releasing it to the chord tones. Very important concept in the music. And I hope you will be learning a lot about that. And then when we have the A minor, we know the arpeggio, so we know the strong chord tones. And the same applies. When you are in the chord tones, it's safe, it sounds good, it's solid. When you go to the other tones from the scale, it creates tension. And you wanna do that, of course, but you wanna be purposeful, and then you release it. Okay, and we will be trying out these things, but first we start by playing only the chord tones. So it's important to visualize these arpeggios now, and we are going to play only the notes from the chords first. And rhythmically you can be very creative, but you are only playing notes from the arpeggios. And then the second phase is to play any notes from the scale, but emphasize the notes from the arpeggios. Okay, and there's many different kinds of backing tracks, so you can try them out. They are from different styles, and of course you can always create your own backing tracks and search from internet, but those that I have on the site will get you started. And this is a very good, very great exercise, and I encourage you to do a lot of practicing with these kind of exercises. So the concept of knowing your chord tones, when the chords do change, you are always aware where are the chord tones of C major, A minor, and later we will learn other chords as well. Okay, let's practice.